Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Before I get right into that, I'm going to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates, all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at this game, the Minnesota Vikings come into this game having only one loss on their record. And you look at that being against the Philadelphia Eagles, who are undefeated. That's pretty good. You're looking at the Arizona Cardinals. They just got DeAndre Hopkins back. They're fresh off a win versus the Saints, and you know this offense looks totally different with D-Hop in it. Even if they haven't won a lot of games, they've showed effort in different areas. They've showed inconsistency in a lot of different areas on offense. But you got to think, though, they're starting to get back into the team that we know them as. Normally, they start the season out strong, and then they dwindle off as the season goes on. But at this point, it's all hell breaking loose. You got to think, Cliff Kingsbury is fighting for his job. It's a lot of tension between him and Kyler Murray. And a lot of people are not talking about how Cliff Kingsbury possibly said that Kyler doesn't study. Kyler doesn't know the playbook. Kyler doesn't do X, Y, and Z. I think Cliff Kingsbury had a lot to do with that. And I think that that's why a lot of the tensions are high between those two in contract negotiations. I think coming into this game, this is a perfect opportunity for them to cool off the hot seat for Cliff Kingsbury. When you're looking at Minnesota, they have a prolific offense that can get busy. When you look at the wide receiver position, Justin Jefferson is one of the best wide receivers in the league. You look at the running back position, they do have a pretty good running back, but you got to ask yourself, how healthy is he going to stay? And you got to think, for all intents and purposes, Kirk Cousins isn't a bad quarterback, but you also got to think he's not the best quarterback ever. He's efficient, but he plays too close to the vest. That could play well for the Arizona Cardinals because they can take chances. They can be aggressive. They can really go after it on offense because they're probably going to have a lot more possessions because Kirk isn't going to push the ball down the field like that. I don't think Kirk is going to push the ball and be that aggressive in this offense. So I feel like they're going to have an awesome chance to beat the Minnesota Vikings in this one. I think that with having DeAndre Hopkins back, it gives you flexibility, freedom to really go after stuff. Now you got to think, you got another week with Mr. Anderson in Arizona that was traded from the Carolina Panthers. They can start to open up that playbook a little bit for him. And I think that this is going to be a perfect game for them to go off. I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals to upset the Minnesota Vikings in this one. I do know that they've had success in Minnesota this year, but I think that with D-Hop back, he's going to get cooking. He's going to get going. He's got to get his numbers up because he was suspended. And I think this is going to be a great time for them to come back and make a statement win and get Coach Cliff Kingsbury off the hot seat a little bit. So all you Cardinals fans, all you Vikings fans, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the updates and all the breakdowns. And as always, we'll see you on the very next video.